Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Amanda and I want to first start off by saying sorry I hadn't been up with regular content this last week or so. I had a bit of a head cold, and thank you to anyone who emailed me on that, and hopefully I am back now on a regular basis and bringing better content to you. So I want to do this video on clear intention. I thought I'd bring the topic up as in the last video I did was on mindset shifting, and obviously our mindset shifting is coming into a more of a clarity on where we are going and what the outcome is for what it is that we are either creating or even what it is that we know is about to happen in our world. So when we are talking about clear intention, I know that we hear a lot of it when it comes to listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza, for example, and he talks about clear intention as being the clear signal of the coherence with the heart and the brain. So how we actually get into brain and heart coherence is really just coming into the present moment, coming into that moment where you lose all sense of time and space and you are actually just feeling that moment in the present moment. So how we get into that is done through meditation. But I want to say that when we are talking about clear intention, it doesn't mean that we have to have a clear actual affirmation or anything in the moment that we are setting out that clear intention. We just have to be simply in the present moment. So this can also be when we are doing something creative, something that is actually exciting to us, something that revolves around, as I say, meditation, but also around maybe prayer, for example. So when we think about prayer and we think about meditation, when we are in the midst of these practices, we do find that we are totally at one with the present moment, because we are giving all our attention into that kind of, especially when we are praying, we are giving our attention to whatever it is that we are praying for in that moment. Usually when we are sitting down to pray, we are normally, I know from my own experience anyway, if I am sitting down to prayer, it is mostly when I am actually really feeling that I want to connect to God in a way that I'm going to get the answer for what it is that I'm asking for. So in these moments when I am setting that intention, it is a clear intention. However, in the moments that I am praying, my intention is actually to really connect to that feeling of oneness with the divinity, with the universe. And how I do that, I know I do it through prayer when I am asking for an answer for something that I want to know. But how I actually really get into the moment of it is through meditation. Now, I know I have talked about our chakras before on this channel, but for me, it has been a great way for really connecting to that energy source for that clear intention to go out into the infinite quantum field. So when I am talking about clear intention, from my own understanding, it doesn't mean that we actually have to have a clear actual affirmation or a clear knowing in that moment of what it is that we are intending. Our mission in that moment to actually create the clear intention is to become totally present and at one with the present moment. So that is how our brain and our heart come into that clear intention of coherence in the moment, is when we are actually, we've lost all sense of time and space and we are simply just relaxed and actually just in that moment. So even when you are doing creative projects or we're doing anything to do with work and you find that you have all your focus in that moment when you are doing it, maybe you have a deadline or something that you're getting done, you will find that when you are giving it all in that moment, you'll notice that the time goes by really fast. When you look up at the clock, you realize, oh my God, I can't believe I spent all that time. It just went by so fast. But that was because you were in the present moment and you were actually losing all sense of time and space around you as well too. And so when we are actually manifesting, we are not like, yes, we're creating intentions and we are using affirmations, and through the subconscious reprogramming of these affirmations and through whatever it is that we are doing in practices like prayer or meditation or whatever it is that we are doing to tell our mind and body that we are beyond the current environment that we are in. All of this is subconsciously, all of the repetition of this is subconsciously reprogramming us into this new way of being. However, though when we are actually subconsciously reprogramming ourselves into that new way of being, that is the clear intention behind it. So when we talk about clear intention, the clear intention for me anyway is when we are actually coming into the present moment, but we are losing ourselves in that present moment. And because we are in the present moment more and more and more, the clear intention is becoming more clear. You're becoming more advanced in your way of being. You are becoming more coherent within your brain and your heart. And because of that, you are finding that things are actually flowing to you a lot quicker than actually just intending in the moment. So let's say, for example, you're stressed or you're anxious or whatever it is that you are doing, and you continue to do these affirmations, and yes, there is a clear intention behind that. However, when we are actually telling our mind and body that, like, if our mind and body is stressed in that moment and we start to do these affirmations, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes we can find ourselves in a little bit of a circle because our intention is not clear in that moment, because our brain and heart is not in coherence. And when the brain and heart is not in coherence with one another, there's a bit of a mixed message. And so sometimes this is what causes the delay within the manifestation, because of the mixed message of your body feeling one way and your mind telling you another thing. When we are actually creating whatever it is that we're creating, our body is telling us that we are stressed, but our mind is telling us that we're not. So it's a bit of a mixed message. And so when we come back into the balanced way of being, where our intention, where our affirmations and our body are both in alignment, our brain and our heart coherence, this is how everything kind of flows in a much more easily and effortless way. So I just wanted to start off with bringing up that topic of clear intention. If you have any questions, you can comment down below. I also wanted to say that when we are manifesting, it's not to be seen as something that has to be hard work. So, when we are actually repeating our affirmations and we're doing all this and robotic affirming or whatever it is that we are doing, the reason why I talk about the chakras and self-regulation is because for me, when we want to manifest and we want things to be more of an easy and effortless way, this is teaching our mind and body how to be this easy and effortless way when it comes to manifesting. And sometimes when we are actually keeping our thoughts on maybe robotically affirming, it can seem like a little bit of hard work. And when we condition the mind and body to think that we have to do hard work for whatever it is that we are manifesting, that paradoxically is actually making us manifest a process of hard work, because we feel that we have to keep flipping our thoughts and keeping our thoughts at what it is that we want. So the crux of it all, from my own experience and from my own understanding, is to self-regulate with the affirmations. So you can repeat your affirmations all day, every day, if it feels good to you, or whatever you're doing on your manifesting journey. But if it doesn't feel good to you, come back in and do the self-regulation and create that kind of safe feeling within your body as well too. Once this kind of comes into coherence, this is how we are actually really truly becoming the new way of being. And inevitably then things just show up in a more easy and effortless way, and it becomes more of a enjoyable process than a hard process when we are manifesting. So I'll leave that video there, and I will chat to you soon.